It is Sunday. It's June 8th. It's another wrap to week 17, I think. If anybody's watching this for the first time, this is just my weekly recaps leading up to my first 200-mile race. That's on September 26th. So, had a lighter week. I think I ended the week around 50 miles. Monday I took off. Tuesday did 5 in the morning, 5 at night. Pisgah in the morning, road miles at night. Did the same exact thing Wednesday. Thursday did a sandbag carry up Pisgah at night. That was harder than I was thinking, but that was a good workout. I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. I think that bag is like 70 pounds. It feels like 70 pounds. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But Friday, more important thing, I flew down to California and went into Orange County. One of my best friends lives there. He's from Westland, Oregon. He was the first friendly face that I ever saw in Oregon when I showed up here from Hawaii in 2014. Wrestled at Oregon State with me. We lived together for, I think, about a year. And then he ended up getting injured and kind of just took him out of wrestling, but we stayed good friends. And him and his wife's a stud, and they've gotten into running pretty heavy. They did an incredible run across Ukraine, and they've gotten into ultras, and they're just in an exciting time of their life. So anytime I get a chance to support them, I will do that, and they do the same for me. So anyway, Tyler's just a great dude. I did a little video on his first 100K, so I'm just gonna stop talking and let you listen to that.
Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar.
Vitamins here. Trekking pools, and then I'm gonna make a little med kit for myself.
What do you got in your med kit?
Maybe like a little.
Looks like a fishing.
I know.
It is.
It's like anti-acid maybe.
Did you know Katie?
No.
The trainer from Oregon State?
Oh, really?
Maybe
Yeah.
like an
She
aspirin,
was my team's trainer.
anti
She did everything. She put that whole thing together, that giant
eye
one,
drops,
for our Ukraine thing, and sent it to us.
tampons, mini tampons.
Yep, that's good.
Alka-Seltzer possibly.
What's that?
That's I think
I don't
ibuprofen.
think you should do Alka-Seltzer.
Motrin.
No, Motrin.
Yeah.
Anti-diarrhea maybe. I'm serious. What the fuck's gonna happen to me? It's like probably
Don't
none of
make
it.
it like 10 pounds.
No, it's just I'm literally gonna take like just one pill of each. I mean, like
Oh, I thought
this
that
weighs
bag
like
was what you were
this
holding.
weighs like 0. I'm just gonna throw it in with my toilet paper. I have like everything. Anti-diarrhea.
Just everything for shit.
And
Yeah, so-
control this. My plan is just to
Bring a
control
squatty
my
potty.
shit. Yeah. Control the shit, whether it's wet, hard, so, every kind of shit. I will control it.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this with me. For
Plus,
motivation.
yeah.
When I get to my darkest moment.
Wow, I thought it was me.
Yeah, not yet.
I mean this one. The plunger head.
Con esta cumbia que te va a gustar. Oye mi morena, vamos a bailar. Con esta cumbia que te va a gustar. Ella se excita cuando yo le canto. Me dice que quiere más. Se pone bien loquita cuando yo le entro. Le doy un poquito más. Ella se excita, se excita, se excita. Ella bien bonita, bien bonita, bien bonita. Como lo menea, dame lo que quieras. Ella es una loca, lo hacemos donde quiera. Oye mi güerita. güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar con esta cumbia que te va a gustar. Oye mi morena, vamos a bailar con esta cumbia que te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vente mamacita, hago los pasitos bien prohibidos que te excita. Dime si tú quieres, vamos a bailar. Dime si te encanta, vamos a gozar. Ella se excita, se excita, se excita. Ella bien bonita, bien bonita, bien bonita. Como lo menea, dame lo que quieras. Ella es una loca, lo hacemos donde quiera. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar. Yo sé que tú quieres y te va a gustar.
In the thick of it.
Okay.
What mile are we at?
We're at almost 45.
5. So we got
Feeling it.
15 left.
Man, feeling it. It's the hardest shit I've ever done in my life. That's for certain. Oh my god.
He had a cramping spell at about mile 36,
36,
37.
37, climbing up that back hill.
Yeah.
1,000-foot climb. I think like halfway I just
Yeah.
broke down and
Big bird starfished out.
oh man, could not find a comfortable position and just I thought I was gonna be done for a second.
Yeah.
I've never seen my muscles do that before.
Yeah.
Just like the striations in them, all of them were just.
Here's our brother Evan.
Yeah, brother.
Dream team.
Dream team.
Yeah, good time. Massive comeback.
Yeah, big time.
Like I said, dude, the vultures were circling.
Si te va a gustar. Oye mi güerita, vamos a bailar con esta cumbia que te va a gustar. Oye mi morena, vamos a bailar con esta cumbia que te va a gustar.
All right, so Tyler finished, and that's 100% just the most important thing on those things. Yeah, I think he definitely, just in my section, I was with him from about mile 35 to about mile 55, so about 20 miles, and I'd say like 18 of those he was struggling with. Not super bad up until like mile 48. He really kind of took a dump for a little while, and just got into, you know, the lowest points that these events can take you. And it was his first time kind of getting into that kind of territory, so he was just, you know, navigating his way through that and trying to come out of it. But it was just great being on the other side of it. I've always been the racer, not the crewer, so it almost reminded me why I fell in love with the sport, because I'm watching each individual person kind of go through their own perspective effort and come out on top. At least the ones that I consistently saw. You know, we'd yo-yo back and forth with people, and they'd be laying on a rock or cramping on the side of the trail, and then they'd come zipping past us, and then yeah, it just, so anyway, it was fun. But I did write some reflections just to end this episode. I just wrote this on the plane, but just to kind of recap how I felt on Tyler's first 100K. So here it is. But for the first time, I was on the other side of a race as a supporter. It felt refreshing to be at these same ultra events, but zoomed out. I could observe everyone and resonate with the stages of the races as I watched people go through the highs and the lows based off of their own perspective effort. You watch the racers as they're happy, you know, they're going through their first 30 miles, they're talkative, they're encouraging, they're vibrant. Then between 30 and 55 miles, it starts to turn. Those voices go silent, and you can see the mental, physical carnage begin. This is a section of miles that I struggle with too. If you've reached that distance, here's where you are. You've typically cooked in the sun for in and around 10 hours, and it's completely drained your energy reserves. You're probably calorie deficient, and you've been consuming the same liquids, salts, sugars, and carbs to the point where nausea is set in and your body starts to reject even the smallest flavors as they hit your tongue. The joy of the trails and the beautiful view of the mountains have completely faded because all you can focus on is the pain in your feet and your joints, and you just don't give a shit anymore about any of that. Those beautiful trails now feel like hell as you cook in the sun with your body trash and you cramp and puke at the same time. You are now barely scraping out 30-minute miles and someone just runs past you and goes, "You only got 13 miles left. You're doing great." And that just kicks your soul down even deeper into the trenches because you're now doing the mental math of how long it will take you to finish the entire race versus just compartmentalizing the current session that you're in. This is exactly where Tyler was at mile 48. He was trying to get up this second to the last summit and was just in the dumps. He achieved a new all-time low that we all experience as we tackle our first real ultra. Weirdly enough, this seems to be the experience that gets most of us hooked on the sport. The humility that you gain in that moment is life-changing, just in my opinion. The truth is that there's always a lower point, and our experience in these races are so temporary. Others around the world are in war-torn countries and are just in broken situations that they live in those trenches for days and even years. We can't even begin to understand how they feel, just as you can't even begin to understand how those low points feel in these ultras until you're in it. I felt it gave me a different level of empathy, and I think Tyler would say the same coming out of his 100K race. The empowering part of these ultras is that you can work your way out of it. And there's only one way to do it, and it's solely on you. You own your despair and you own your victory. It took Tyler an hour and a half to travel 1.5 miles. Might have took him 2, but as the sun dropped and the day cooled, he crawled out of that mental trench he was in, and we finished the segment with a smile. He completed the last 5 miles with his wife, Nikki, and at his lowest point when he was with me, during our 20-mile segment, I asked him, "What are you thinking about?" He replied, "I just want to see Nikki," which is an affirmation for me and something I resonate with. I think in our lowest points, we focus in on what's most important in our life, which is our loved ones. I don't think you need to run an ultra to remind yourself of this, but I do think you need a corrective slap once in a while. Our days become routine, and with anything that's repetitive, you stop paying attention to the details. We may feel that we don't fall into this bucket, but a long ultra might make you feel different. It kills your ego. There is nothing like a first ultra because it is an intro into your deeper reflections. It beats you down so far that you forget about the numbers or the place that you're in and all the flaunt. It just becomes about the individual's ability to conquer their fears, manage their panic, hit rock bottom, and realize they have the strength to come out on top. And that translates powerful into just our day-to-day life in that way. That's why I fell in love with the sport. So that's what I've got. But yeah, tune in next week. Next Sunday or Monday, I'll drop another video. I think next Saturday, I think I'll do a last man standing race here. And so I'll just document that, and I'll wear my favorite speed lens. And I'm trying to break them, and they just won't break. I feel like I've got, I don't know, upwards of 1,000 miles on them. But anyway, so that'll be kind of fun. But all right, see ya.